I'm at Salamanca Markets today, and I've got my Scallop Pie. It's as one of the locals said to the guy making the coffees, it's a cracking day.
I had a really good day doing work on the boat. I've been polishing the top sides and doing a few repair jobs.
So day two of polishing top sides and doing a few repairs around the boat. But just one of the things I've been enjoying, well, one of the many things I'm enjoying here is just the view over Hobart and Mount Wellington. My spot here in Prince of Wales Marina has a great outlook. After a bit of a lazy morning today, and mainly because it's cold and windy and rainy, I rustled up the motivation to come and check out the Royal Tasmanian Botanical Gardens in Hobart. I have a map, and the plan is, after having a quick look, is to stay high on the hill to start with and weave my way down, and I'll be starting off in the Chinese gardens. This is the observatory. It's part of the building that contains a restaurant, function rooms and a gift shop. And just looking at the view out through the windows. Okay, this is really nice. And this was the conservatory. This is the sub-Antarctic plant house. Okay, it's really chilly in here. Really interesting little exhibition here. It's a nice mural to make you feel as though you're in a cold place, but with the air conditioning absolutely pumping, it's like feels like I'm inside a freezer. Okay, now it really feels like I'm in a freezer. I think this is my favourite plant so far. It's a hard leaf, but it's got nice soft, well, let's say fur on it. Okay, just waiting to see what time it is, the old-fashioned way. And let's say that is about 14 minutes past 4. Cheating a little bit, but yeah, it's a bit after 4 o'clock, according to both my watch and the sundial. Thank you to the sun for coming out for a few seconds today. This is the pineapple house, and yes, they grow pineapples here. They've been growing pineapples here for a long time. Let's go in, check out the pineapples. So I do believe this is actually the first time I've ever been this close to a pineapple actually growing. And there's a little one there that's just waiting to grow up. There I was ready to rush out of here thinking I'd seen everything, and there's a couple of papaya trees. And over here is a coffee tree. Okay, sorry, but hello, what have we got here? Yep, there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's even a pig face there. A whole lot of it. That stuff grows everywhere. Anyway, this thing's pretty. Let's find out what that is. It's called Reality. This beautiful tree is called a French hawthorn, and it's a bit different to the English hawthorn that I saw when I was looking at an old building just up near the marina with the two sandstone sort of store sheds, or what we would call a warehouse, but they had pretty little flowers, little red flowers on them. The flowers on this one are different, and it's obviously a bigger tree, whereas the other ones were shrubs, but this is just very lovely. And the wall surrounding this is going back to the mid-1800s to basically keep the convicts in that were here to build and maintain the garden. So there's quite an extensive area that is surrounded by this wall. Guardians of the Fuchsia House. Now I've got to tell you, I'm actually excited to be here. The Fuchsia House. Although it's a bit disappointing that there's not more here, but as a kid I remember being fascinated by these things. My mum told me that they look like little ballerinas, and I thought, yeah, you know, you're right. And there's some here. They're beautiful. I haven't actually seen fuchsias for ages, so these little guys make my heart sing. So amongst the the grounds here. There's obviously some nice, or reasonably open space, lawns, in amongst the greenhouses and individual displays. It's quite unusual here. I really I like the layout and the feel. Just when I got to the Chinese gardens, I was talking to a young guy who was working on a garden. I just said to him, "Well, this is a nice place to work," and his face lit up. He's only in his mid-20s, and he obviously really enjoys his work. So that was actually lovely. So I've just popped out through one of the arches of this wall. I'm going to try and find a sign or some sort of thing that tells me a bit more about it, but it's pretty old. See the buttresses holding it up there. But everywhere you go, there's just nice little nooks like this. I do get the feeling I'm kind of here at the wrong time of year. It's still just a bit cool for a lot of things to be out, but just a little quick thing. The perfume from these flowers here is, I'm going to say the word, it's absolutely delightful. I find myself getting around the gardens here sniffing, and it's not because I've got a runny nose. These guys are also really pleasant on the nose. Well, the sun has come out just in time for me to show you this beautiful little meandering path leading down to the gazebo, looking out over a nice manicured lawn and partially under the shade of a nice big tree. Well, I'm just working my way back out the way I came, and just coming past these massive pine trees. I haven't found a sign of what they are, but they are big. There's this one here, and then there's another one just down along that path over there. But it's really nice outlook through here, and just a beautiful sweet smell of pine in the air here with all these big pine trees. This one's a Douglas fir, otherwise known in the timber trade as Oregon. They grew mostly pretty straight and tall, and they were used for ship masts and other structural timber, but now pretty scarce because in the case of a lot of natural resources, they got overused and you can't get it anymore. A bit of a wrap up for me. I've had a really nice time in here. I've spent a couple of hours walking around, found some treasures, some unexpected little delights. So yeah, if you're in Hobart, come and check it out. It's free, and it's worth spending a bit of time in the gardens. After leaving the Botanical Gardens, I followed the road that goes up into the domain, which is sort of adjacent to the Botanical Gardens, and it covers a massive area, basically the whole mountain, just to the sort of, I guess, northwest a little bit of Hobart. And there's a road sort of coming up to this is the scenic lookout, and you get to look out over the sort of more upper reaches of the Derwent, and I've been trying to dodge a few people sort of spearing out of the bush across the road, and they're holding little maps, so they're obviously orienteering, and there's a couple of them there. But as I was driving up here, I've actually just realised that as I'm videoing things and showing you guys stuff, I'm starting to sound like I'm the first one to see these things, sort of like I'm on this journey of discovery. It is for me. I'm finding things out for the first time and sharing them with you. But it's just fascinating for me. And while some people might think, you're in a city or you're in a place where people have been before, I don't really care. I'm loving finding new things, and I guess that's what travelling is about. These are two massive water tanks almost at the top of the hill, so on the way back down I saw that you can actually get out on top of them, and there's the view, Tasman Bridge over there. and looking further across, we can look down the Derwent and see the Rest Point Casino over there. Can't really see the city of Hobart, but just looking down the river, the light grassy bit on the right is the top end of Bruny Island, and way off in the distance we're looking down towards Tasman Island. There's one not watching where they're going.